We got a fucking "we was Moors" and shit. Post was made by this Mossalus dude claiming they was Moors and has a picture of St. Maurice, who is literally a Nubian. Firstly, you weren't Moors. Moors were 5 to 10% sub-Saharan. The rest, they were literally North African, Berbers, and Arabs. This guy is attempting in this video to show that the Moors was black and they ruled Europe, which is complete nonsense because the Moors were not even a black population. That, and they didn't even rule the European continent or even a large portion of the European continent. They ruled Iberia, which is Spain and Portugal. These weren't native populations either. They're invaders. Let's address some of these Moors in this video. He shows this terribly cropped image, and it's not my cropping, it's his, of the Magi, otherwise known as the Adoration of the Magi. This is a painting by a Flemish painter named Martin de Vos, and you can literally see Saint Mary, Lord Christ, and Saint Joseph on the left with the other two Magi. The Magi are the 3 wise men that brought Christ gifts after his birth. This is not some Moor in Europe. This is not a Moor. This is just some Dutch guys, some Flemish Dutch dude's depiction of one of the Magi, trying to portray him as someone from a far corner of the earth in comparison to the place where Jesus was born, and to show the influence Christ has at birth and how people came from far and wide to see him. He shows this guy here, which is just another depiction of one of the Magi from a different painting by a different artist. Here is the full painting that shows Saint Mary and Lord Christ on the left. The other 2 wise men are also shown bringing gifts. He also shows these images. This one specifically having this nonsense text below it saying, "Another black knight or noble of the Holy Roman Empire of Germany, founded by Charlemagne, who is falsely reported as St. Maurice in order to hide his true identity." No, man, that's literally St. Maurice. That's literally who that is. There are numerous depictions of this guy. Here's the guy who painted that second one. He shows this painting and claims all of this crazy-ass stuff underneath it. This is literally a painting of a symbolic mythological figure, which was done by this guy, who is Dutch. This guy shows a picture of this mulatto man with this nonsensical text underneath it. This is a painting called Portrait of Mulatto in Armor by Francois de Troyes. The only person who was a Moor that was shown in this entire video by this guy was this statue right here, which was created by Nicolas Cordier, who was a French guy and just made a piece of art that depicts somebody from outside of Europe wearing European garb. This depiction of a blackamoor is nothing but artistic. It was literally created in the 1500s after the Moors were expelled from the Iberian Peninsula by the Reconquista, which ended in 1492, which literally happened before this statue was made. Here is a depiction of the Iberians fighting the Moors, who again were either 5 to 10% black and a majority non-black. But what do you expect from a guy that does nothing but talk trash about Europeans all day and have his pinned video be a video of him wee-wuzzing about ancient Egyptians? What's crazy is you want to be a European while talking all of this trash. Like, you want to be part of European culture. That's why you show all of these European depictions of black people and say that, oh, well, these are Moors and we was ruling Europe and this is proof of it. Like, you want to have some sort of connection to European culture and history, and the fact is you just don't. This is literally all just Renaissance era artwork of non-Europeans. Google Lens is the absolute enemy and antithesis of these wee-wuzzery types. You can reverse image search anything these types post and find the original image and context behind it.